Hi everyone, it's Sue and welcome to my channel, and I hope everybody had a fantastic new year. Hopefully 2021 will be a lot better for everybody. In Australia at the moment, in Victoria where I am, we've kind of gone a little bit backwards. We were doing really well with no cases for quite some time, and then unfortunately we had a few cases, so now we're going back to wearing masks every time you're indoors, I think it is, whereas before it was only if you were in like a supermarket or where there was a lot of people. So we've gone a little bit backwards, but hopefully we'll be able to get it under control again, and we'll go back to a little bit easier going. But I do know that other parts of the world are having a lot more problems than we are, so I do hope that they can manage to get it under control, or the vaccines work or something, so that 2021 is a lot better a year for everybody. We really don't need a repeat of 2020. Alright, I know it's a little late, but I'm going to do a final flip through of my December daily, which didn't really turn out to be a December daily as much as a December. I really struggled to get the time and motivation, I think mostly, to actually complete it on a daily basis. I found myself having to do a huge amount of catch up. I just really struggled. I don't know, really tired, I think, and I am having to reflect on my year and how I've sort of felt, and I will be making some changes, but that will be a later video, I think, when I get some more thoughts in place. So to get back to the December daily, I got up to, I think the last video I did was this one, and I still haven't done any journaling, but I will get there. So I've got some photographs of my Christmas tree, and I'm hoping it's not too dark. I've got a different setup happening, and unfortunately I don't know if it's quite as good. We'll see. Anyway, there's some pictures of my Christmas tree. I've only got it's a pencil Christmas tree. It's very thin or narrow. It takes up a lot less space, and when you don't have young kids, I don't think you need to have a huge big Christmas tree. I've actually got 3 of them, and what I do is sometimes when I'm motivated, I set all 3 up and I have different themes on them. I really love that whole look of different themes on Christmas trees. So this one's actually my purple silver Christmas tree theme, and this one's in my lounge room, because my lounge room is primarily white furniture with purple sort of bits and pieces, because if you're familiar with my channel, you'll know purple is my favorite color. So basically I just took some pictures. I haven't done any journaling, but I will, and I just took a couple of extra pictures of the decorations that I sort of really liked. It's probably a bit hard to see, but she's a little fairy girl. And there's another page where I have some new decorations, which I'll explain as I go. I don't want to take too long though. Alright, so this next one, basically I just used an old card and I stuck some pictures in. These pictures are, this is Christmas treasures, and these pictures are to do with my Christmas village that I set up. Not every year, but every couple of years probably, when I know it's worth setting up, when I know there's people coming. So I might actually slip in a little bit of a video of my Christmas village as I'm going, so you can see it a little bit closer. Okay, so that was 6. Now 7, very simple. I did Christmas postcard, and basically all I did was a pocket using the cutter parts from the Bow Bunny paper, and I just talked about a gift that I bought for my daughter, which turns out it's a Monopoly game, the night before Christmas. So that's that page, very simple. I didn't do a lot of embellishing really. I kept it pretty simple because, as I said, I was struggling with motivation. Okay, so this is the page where I've got it really is quite dark. I don't know how to improve that. I bought 2 new decorations. Each year I buy some more decorations for my Christmas tree, and this one here, this is a little it's like a half circle, half sphere I should say, with a little purple angel in there, and that one's my one. And then I did got some silver acorns, and that's my partner Brian's. And I did some little journaling on the back of those tags. So this one here, day 9, is a Christmas tag, which I just made a little tag with just some collaging. And this is my Christmas card list I put on the back of that one. This one, Christmas stencil. I have a Christmas stencil that I bought recently, and I just used that with some distress inks and distress oxides, and I put some bling on there as well. I was quite pleased with that, how it worked out actually. So that's that one. This one, bonbons or Christmas crackers, I think some people call them. Basically, I got a gift in one of them, so that's the photograph there. And then over the few days of Christmas, ended up, using a few of them. So I've just popped the hats in there and a little bit of the actual bonbon. Let me see, I've got some jokes. We've got, what do you get if you cross a skeleton with a detective? Sherlock Bones. Why is Santa so good at karate? Because he has a black belt. Who beats his chest and swings from Christmas cake to Christmas cake? Tarzipan. Now this is a question. If you are running a race and you overtake the person in second place, what place are you in? And you're actually in second place. So that were just some jokes. I quite like the Christmas jokes. They're kind of what I consider funny, but sort of silly funny. I'm not sure. Anyway, moving on. Christmas house. Christmas house, basically, I printed this paper. I can't remember. It may have been, no, I can't remember where I got it from. I did purchase it. It's a digital download. Could be papery or something like that. Anyway, I used it just basically and did some journaling there and did some photographs of some of the displays in my house over Christmas. I don't know if it's worth actually showing because it's too hard to see, but just some small photos there, which I printed with my little, what's that thing called? Oh my goodness, sprocket printer. Okay, I left that page as it is because I thought it was quite nice. I'll just bring you in a little bit. There we go. This one was a Christmas napkin onto the dotty paper, and it's Santa Claus number 13, and a little tag that I downloaded and printed, and a little bit of journaling, just basically about Santa. And this one here is another, this was actually paper. I think it was paper from a magazine, one of those where you get for card making. And this was the image from one of the journaling cards from the Bow Bunny paper. And basically it's Christmas snowman. And I've just done a little bit of journaling of what happened that day, I think it was. Yep. Now that's just the paper, didn't do anything with that. And we'll just take that little scrap bit out there. Okay, another digital printable, Christmas foods, and basically it's just a list of the foods that I had to get prepared for Boxing Day, because Boxing Day was when I had my family over. more paper, and I haven't done anything there. I may find a Christmas poem to go there. Just a tuck spot for Christmas mail and the mail that I received during Christmas, and I will, while I'm here, this one came as a little package. This one was from Thurid. She and I exchange Happy Mail and things quite regularly, so that was really lovely. And this one here was from Christa of Second Chance Creations, so thank you, Christa. I'm not sure if I've actually thanked you or not yet, because I haven't actually been on the computer very often, but she sent this as well, so that was really lovely and quite unexpected, so that was really sweet as well. And just a little bit of journaling from where the Happy Mail came from. Right, day 17 is Vintage Christmas, and it's a collage page, and I have used some of the bits and pieces that Thura gave me. There was this piece here, these two little pieces, and this little soldier, and I've added a couple of extra bits. Some of them were from the Tim Holtz ephemera pack that I got from Auntie Vera's as well with my Christmas bundle. Page 18, or day 18, were the gifts that I received from people at work, and I've just popped little photos into there. And I do have a little bit of journaling here, and I did also win the staff first prize raffle, well, the raffle first prize, so that was quite funny really, since I never ever win anything, so it was kind of nice that I won that. So it was just a box full of bits and pieces for Christmas. There was let me see, fruitcake, there were mince pies, pretzels, marshmallows, some shortbread biscuits, all those things that you normally associate with Christmas. So it was really sweet. It was really nice. Unfortunately, I can't eat a lot of them, so I did give them away to various members of my family. Let's see, page 19, or sorry, day 19. Is wrapping paper, and this year I basically only used the 3 different types of wrapping paper, and what I did was I bought a whole bunch of just small boxes of chocolates, fudge, shortbread biscuits, anything like that, and I wrapped them all up, and I put a little tag on that said Merry Christmas from our house to yours, Susan and Brian. And basically people could choose the one they wanted, and if they wanted to they could swap them over. 20 was the photos from the visit to Santa's place, which is the Christmas shop that I visited, that I did pop up a video for, and I will put the link either up in the as a tag or in the description box if you haven't seen that one. It is a beautiful shop, gorgeous Christmas things, all in different color themes, and you know, you walk in and there's Christmas music playing, and it's just everywhere. There's things hanging from the ceiling. It is really beautiful. Was really good though. I resisted buying a lot. I did buy a couple of things. One of them was some wax melts with, I think it was the Christmas scent, and I did get the two decorations actually that you would have saw on the previous page. So that was that one, and I haven't done the journaling for that yet, so I will get on to that. Day 21 was visiting Christmas lights around the streets. At the moment, for now, it's really Brian and I just did a quick drive around. When my kids were little, then we would spend a bit more time. You know, they'd take their blankets if it was a cooler night, and a whole bunch of food, and we'd basically spend the evening checking out all the different decorations on the houses. 22 were Christmas cards, and I haven't put all of the cards that I received, just a small selection of the sort of the handmade ones and the ones with the really nice messages inside. So that's those, and I'll just very quickly just show you these handmade ones. So that's very sweet as well. And also, whoops, this one here as well. So they're very nice as well. Just put those back. Oops. Okay. And 23 is a watercolor tree. Now what I did was I did get a stamp. Oh, this one's actually Christmas stamps. So I did use my Christmas stamps, and then I did some watercolor. Actually I did the watercolor first, then put the stamp on top to make the tree, and then just coloured these in. Not my best watercolor painting, but I find it very hard to do small things actually. Let's see, 24, which was Christmas Eve, that's right. And this is just my Boxing Day guest list, so just a list of who was attending for Boxing Day. And then we have Christmas Day. Christmas Day for me was very quiet really, as my children and Brian's son were going to their other parents' family Christmases. There was no one there for Christmas lunch, so we just had a quiet lunch, the two of us, and then later in the day we went over to my mum's for a Christmas dinner with my mum, dad and a couple of my brothers. So that was just a very quiet Christmas Day. We also did a little bit of preparing and tidying up for Boxing Day. This is just two sort of tuck spots where I popped some pictures of the presents that I did receive. Interestingly enough, quite a few bottles of wine, which I'm sure tells you something. And my daughter did give me some of these Prima watercolour little palettes, which I was wrapped at. I'm really happy to get those. And she also gave me a couple of other little crafty things, so that was really nice. Okay. 26, which is Boxing Day, was when I had my family over, and I just recycled a card and some journaling inside. And unfortunately I totally forgot to take any photos at all. And normally I can rely on Brian for taking photos, but he also was busy sort of, you know, hosting. So neither of us took photos. So I was most disappointed, but that is the way it is. But yeah, really sad that neither of us remembered. Okay. Now this one is after Boxing Day on the 27th, 28th, 29th and 30th of December. We took a short trip to a town in Victoria still. It's 3 hours, about 3 hours drive away. It was just basically to have a look at some vintage retro stores. Unfortunately, most of the stores that we sort of were hoping to visit were closed because of the Christmas Day period, I guess. So it wasn't as successful as we were hoping, but wasn't too bad. We still had a bit of a break from home, so that was nice. And I think that's about it now. Oh no, here we go. We've got New Year's goals. So I've made myself some New Year's goals. Not sure how I'll go with them this year. Last year I think I did all but one, so that was pretty good. But this year's are a bit more challenging. I will explain sort of a little bit more in another video, but I need to make some changes to my life. It was a pretty, despite, even with the COVID thing was part of it, but even the year before, I found my life very, very hectic, very, very busy, and just too stressful. So making some changes to hopefully not have a stressful year. Now, Christmas cat, didn't have any other pictures of my cat in a sort of with a Christmas hat or anything like that. She will not do that. So just a picture of her lying on my bed, and I just popped that in. And this one is Christmas craft, and this one was just a napkin that I glued down on some paper and put some, I don't know if you'll be able to pick it up, but there is some glimmery stuff, gold glimmery on the page there. And now that was I used two signatures, and I still had a whole signature to go, so I may fill this one with some other Christmas related crafts if I get chance. But I do tend to find once Christmas is over, I've had enough and I move on. But I did just put a napkin down. This was a gold napkin. This was actually the one that we used when my family came over. I had plates, paper plates and things all to match. So I thought that might be nice to pop in there. But other than that, I have a totally blank signature. So hopefully I will get some inspiration and time to fill that. But that was my December daily. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope it wasn't too long and tedious. And as I said, keep an eye out for some more videos explaining some of the changes that I'm going to be making to my channel and, well, my life, I guess. Yeah, all right. So thank you very much again for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.